15th of November. And, really interesting day. I'm going to start with SPY, and I'll kind of give you my macro thoughts as we go through this. But it's coming up now to the top of its 2-year channel, and it's coming to back to the all-time highs again here. 219, I don't know if all-time highs, but it's the recent highs. Let me pull back out here a little bit, take a look. Yeah, pretty much all-time highs, and so I don't know if they're going to try to go for it or not. But in my view here, I think with the volatility contract rolling over tomorrow, I think it may put a little pressure on the markets to burn off some of these people that are going for it, and maybe next week we go for the new highs. But at any rate, I'm gonna sell a credit spread for probably next Wednesday, and I'll do it tomorrow. And we closed our credit spread for Friday at earlier in the day. We had a 220, 222 on that was nicely profitable for us. And so we're just going to stay with that. We have a 210 December put, but we've been trading spreads around that, either debit or credit, depending on what the market looks like. We right now have a 209 on for Friday. Going to be taking that off here probably tomorrow, just because I think it's only worth like 4 cents now, and putting their trade on for next Wednesday, and just keep reducing the cost of that put, and that trade's profitable for us because where we bought it. So anyway, that's how we're dealing with SPY. And like I said, I know a lot of people are thinking, hey, we're going to go to push to all-time highs. Maybe the blow-off happens. I don't know. I don't understand why it would. If you think about it for a second, the only thing that the Trump election has wrought for the American people is that we pay now more for our gas because oil just jumped, and we're paying more to borrow things. And I don't see where any of that is bullish. And today TLT kind of stopped going down, so has to be all because of this VIX grind and shorting and put call ratios and things of that nature. But I just don't see the catalyst with quote unquote the money sitting in the bank to drive a bid here. I think people probably, at least smart money, is going to wait until he gets actually inaugurated, or at least wait to see what the Fed says in December. So I just think it's just a squeeze right now. And if we go on to next chart here, I'm just going to blast through my charts as I always do. Is gold looks like it might be getting a bid here. I took some trades, and I'll get to those in a second. But I think I'll be waiting to see if it gets back into that channel, and I'll probably take a shot at gold. UVXY, I think this reverses tomorrow. Same with the VIX. I bought VXX today, and I bought it at 31.18, and I sold calls against it, so my average is 30.88, and I fully expect to make profit on this trade. It may take me a couple weeks, but I think there'll be a reversal here between now and the Fed meeting that'll be big enough for me to make a nice profit on it. Wheat is doing great. We see that just turning back up. The dollar rolls over, wheat's going to fly. XBI, I shorted XBI today. I bought puts for November week 2. I put a put trade on earlier and made some profit on it. The weeks are blending together, either a couple days ago or a week ago, and I'm ready to do it again. I'm going to short XBI any chance I get on any kind of overbought condition, because I think it's going to come very clear to everybody that biotech is where the money is if you want to keep the cost of healthcare normal, or normalize it, I should say. XIV talked about, I think it's at the top of its range here for sure. AG, we called this out as a buy, not officially, but like I said, I I think it probably is going to settle back down before we get another move higher. CHK, I didn't take this trade. It was a nice trade though. I think it's topped out though. Drip, I may call a buy on Drip tomorrow. I'm keeping an eye on it. Looks like it's setting up. Emerging market, if the dollar rolls over, emerging market is going to be a buy. GDX, I bought GDX, but I did it with calls, and I closed those out today. Made a little bit of profit on them. I was also long SLW, and I just didn't want to have both out there. But the trade still looks decent, but it's getting a little overbought. I can see it consolidating before it makes a move to 23. IYR, I have a diagonal on this, and the sold 72 leg is going to expire worthless for sure on Friday, and I'll place another one on. I think real estate is screwed no matter what. So I don't know how people can justify the price of the assets in a rising rate environment. The economy is not going to get better. People aren't going to be going into these facilities. People are still going to be broke next year. So no matter what Trump does, people aren't going to have any money to support these businesses, and I think Amazon's just going to keep chewing them up. JDust, we'll talk about miners already, and biotech. And we put a buy signal on REC today, and hopefully it'll be a good swing. Sugar, people keep calling for sugar to short. It's trending down. Like I said, I don't see anything compelling in it for me to chase it right now. SLV looks like it's consolidating, and looks like that gap tried to fill it but slipped back. But I'm pretty sure SLV is gonna move back up to at least $17 here pretty quickly. We talked about real estate. We had a trade on with Boyle, and we had a nice trade. I have to calculate. I haven't even looked yet. I think from where we bought it, but we I think we made at least $1 on the trade from 11 something to 12.20. I think I got out at 12.29, and so and then start rolling over. And I think it's going to consolidate again until we get more word that the cold is coming in. But for those who are subscribing, I'm going to start calling out the opportunities to buy puts on UNG. Kind of works like UVXY. The way the contango works, it's just a great stock to short, and that's how I'll short it through puts. You don't want to short it itself. Dollar, I think the dollar is probably as high as it's going to go for a while. The VIX basically traced its entire pre-election move, and I think it's going to move back up now to go into the Fed meeting. XLE with the oil thing until oil starts settling down, but I think it's going to make a good short. Talked about Boyle. In corn, we went back to full position in corn at 1854, and like I said, corn has good seasonality between now and February. If we get a dollar rollover, and if it stays really cold in China, and the cold is spilling in even farther south now into China, that I think it's going to give us a really cold winter, February, March, April, and I think grain prices are going to be supported right through the seasonal period in late winter. We had CRK, we bought it at 9, had an 8.55 stop. It blew through the stop. I kept it, and I got right back out at 8.92. So it looks like it just got stuck right there. So with oil pushed through and natural gas rolling over, I just bailed out on my CRK trade. DBA long-term hold. It's gonna, like I said, I'm holding it for at least 50% move. Talked about the miners. ERX is the same as XLE. looking for an opportunity here to buy some puts on it. It's pushed up pretty hard here since the beginning of November. Talked about gold already, and I don't know, did I show SLW? So we bought SLW pretty much at the bottom here, and then I got out at I think 1920, 1930. I have to look, but it kept going up. I think it's going to consolidate, and then I think it's a move up to VWAP here in the 22s. So that's kind of what I want to talk about today. Tomorrow, and remember, it's option expiration week, so the market doesn't just go one way the whole time usually. So I'm expecting some pullback here for some exuberant call buyers to get whacked, and then probably next week it'll be a pretty benign week because it's Thanksgiving week, and then after that I think the fireworks hit, getting ready for the Fed meeting. Anyways, Bob from Trade Genius. Hope you guys have a great day, and I'll be posting some stuff.